these two can break pretty easily. Okay, so this is how to change the check valves, the gray ones. They're actually blue from the factory on the Saab 9-3. This is an Aero. I think it's the same on all T7 engines, and it's very similar on the 9.5s. The back check valves are just in different places, but they work exactly the same. So what you do is you go here and you see this turbo airflow regulator. I don't remember what it's called. It's called magnetic in Swedish. But this hose, you remove that. This hose goes down to a T and then continues down under the engine or into the engine, and then also another one, this one goes up to the check valve. So the first thing you do is to disconnect this and that, and I would also recommend removing this to get better access to the hoses. And if you go back to the engine, you will also see another check valve, and also before this the check valve is this T that goes to the check valve and also to a solenoid. So I would recommend removing this hose from that T. It's actually white OM. I will show you in a bit how it looks. So you remove that, and you remove another hose that sits back here behind the throttle body. It's on a metal nipple, so I would recommend using a screwdriver or something similar to yank it out, or just get it out in some way. So yeah, that's how it looks right now after you've changed it. But from the factory it actually looked like this. Well, that is broken, but either way. So this section sits like this, but better. It's like this, almost. So if you want to check the first one and the second one, what you can do is you remove this, the first hose, it's called the OR hose, and yeah, so you remove that and you plug it with a nut or a bolt, or something similar, and then they will act like these work. But I wouldn't recommend it as a permanent solution. And then this part, like I said, connects like this, and this one sits here and connects to the throttle body with back there. And this is a T I talked about. That's actually white from the factory. And if you want to check if this one works, you actually remove it from the
remove the hose from the throttle body is what I meant to say.
You blow here, and if it comes out air to this T that you remove the hose from, it's actually broken, because it's only supposed to blow into the throttle body, as you can see on this arrow. And if you want to do it with this one, like I said, they're actually connected together. You actually remove this hose and blow into it from this. You blow this way, and if it comes out of the T like you did before, it's broken, because this is only supposed to go down to the throttle body. So yeah, and if you want to know what I used, I use these universal check valves that you can buy almost everywhere. Like in Sweden you can buy from Mekonomen or other places. So this is a 6mm, and the hoses I think is 8. I don't actually remember, because I bought these hoses like a year ago and I used it for this, because I already changed that. But you actually use these, you connect it back to that T, and then you connect it back behind the throttle body, and then you connect this hose. And you probably have to change the T here, because it's stuck with plastic. So you remove the whole thing, you pop this out like I said, then you stick a T here that goes in there and there and there, and then it's pretty much done. Yeah, it's pretty easy, but it takes some time. But then you're done. Like I said, this is 8mm or 6mm hoses inner diameter, and this is 6mm, and the other one is 6. You can use 8 on those two. I don't know if it actually makes some difference, but I've heard it does and heard it doesn't. I'm not sure, but yeah, those are do it. Yeah, you build this whole thing. I used two. I think I had like 1.5 or 2 meters of vacuum hoses. So I would recommend buying 2 meters. I actually bought some fuel lines too, these ones. So if you want to have it more sturdy, use these. But I think you have to have them bigger than 6mm. If you want to use those, I think you have to use 8s. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Then of course you take the cover like this and you just pop it right back like some old. It's pretty easy. I know it's pretty scary because I thought it was, but maybe you don't think so. I thought so at least. So like I said, these check valves have to be pointed this way. The arrow goes that way. So if you don't, like me, don't have any arrows, you just blow, and if it blows this way, you do it this way. And up here it should blow into the vacuum, into the throttle body. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, like I said, the 9.5s are very similar, but there are other tutorials how to do that. But I hope this helped. I know I'm not that good at this because my English isn't the best and I've never done a tutorial before.